Vacationing as a freelancer, does it work? I'm learning to thrive in the gig economy. Would you like to learn too? You know, last week I told you I was going on 2 weeks vacation with my son to help him move to Wisconsin. And I was a little concerned about whether or not I could make some money as a freelancer while helping him move and hopefully getting a little bit of vacation in and besides. And so far it seems to have been working. You know, last week I told you about how I had set up some things that needed to be done this week, but otherwise I had gotten a lot of work done ahead of time so that I didn't have to do much this week. But you know, here's what I've done. I've done 2 blog posts. I've done some social media for a client. I had a client that I hadn't expected to do anything for contact me and asked me to do something, so I did. And I'm going to be doing another thing on Monday for somebody. So I can get it done. What I've been doing is I've been getting up early and doing stuff before we go out for the day. Or I've been getting it done in the evening when I get back to the apartment. Because, you know, what happens is you get to a situation where, you know, you're out, you're doing things, you come back, you're not really that hungry because you had a big lunch. So you don't want to eat right away. So between 7 and 8 or 8:30 or whatever, that becomes work time for me. It's no big deal. So I've been putting a couple hours in the morning, you know, early, and then in the evening, and getting the work done. And it feels like I'm really being very productive. At the same time, we're getting to go out and do things. I'm over here in Kenosha, Wisconsin today. This is Lake Michigan behind me. It's beautiful. Kenosha is an interesting little city because it has a Civil War museum. I'm going to swing around so you can see it. It's back behind me over there, and it's a Civil War museum that focuses on the 7 Midwestern states that went and fought, from Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa. They went out and they fought in the Civil War. And it tells a little bit of a different story because I didn't really know a lot about the battles some of them were in. They were in battles down in Missouri, which I didn't know anything about. And it talked a little bit about how the immigrants that had come from, say, Germany and whatnot, then arrived here and went into the military to go to the Civil War. Although some of them actually said, you know what, I don't really want to fight in your war. I'm going to go to Canada. So even 160 years ago, they were skipping over to Canada to get out of American wars. So it's kind of a funny little historical precedent there, I guess. You know, the one thing that the Civil War Museum did that I thought was very interesting is the end of the museum is all about the aftermath of the Civil War, and they talk about, you know, Jim Crow and some of the problems with civil rights and whatnot. And they actually have an exhibit about the George Floyd killing and what's been going on today. And I thought that was very interesting that they brought it right up to current times. The other thing that I thought was very interesting is in the one exhibit dealing with the Ku Klux Klan in the 1920s. They did have a Ku Klux Klan hood. And they had a sign there that said, you know, these items may upset some people, but we believe it's important that they be shown and explained rather than hidden away. And I think, if I had to say, I think that's probably the right thing. You know, you want people to see those things in museums and explain the horrors of the Ku Klux Klan and whatnot, because it's important that people know the history. And I think that was the right thing to do. I don't know what your thoughts are. If you have a comment on that, please put it down below. Also, like and share this video. And as you can see, I've been doing the vacation beard. Not quite a quarantine beard. It's not the lockdown beard yet. But who knows? Maybe by the end of next week, I might actually have that. And in fact, you know, because when we're in Wisconsin, I'm going back to New Jersey, we've got to do the 2-week self-quarantine. So maybe I'll even let it grow another 2 weeks when I get home. Then I'd really look really quite like a quarantine beard. Please stay safe. This video, please like, share it, and talk to you next week.